Okay, on today's Eric's Drum Hacks and Repairs, if you've been following my last two episodes, the belt drives finally came in. But we're not going to be worrying about that today. That'll be for another episode because this is really cool. I got a 1980s Ludwig Acrolite for a killer deal, but it needs some repairs. I mean, look at this back head. It's not even intact anymore, which, I mean, I tore most of it off, but it was the original one. These olds. It has its original batter head on it, somebody's name on it. How I got it is a really cool story. So I like to go to the McKay's here in Winston-Salem. They sell like physical media, books, and sometimes they have really good deals on used drums. So about a month ago, I went there and they had a pork pie snare for a killer deal. It was like a $500 snare. They wanted like $200 for it. So I went back yesterday to see if they still had it. And I knew very well they probably wouldn't have it. Anyway, I went to the counter and, they sold it. Well, there's this gentleman pushing a cart. He says, you looking for a snare? I said, yeah. He said, I'll sell you one. And I was like, well, I was kind of interested. And I said, well, what do you have? And he says, well, I have a Ludwig snare that I'll sell you. And when he told me the price, I got very interested. And I said, well, do you have a picture of it? And he did. And when he did, it was a picture of this. Well, the price that he told me he was going to sell it for, I was like, yes, I'm very interested. So I met up with him and got it. And nicest gentleman, and thank you again, Vance. I'm going to send him this video. And it's just awesome that I was at the right place at the right time. If I'd have been there like seconds later or seconds earlier, it wouldn't have met him, and I wouldn't have got this. So let's start taking this thing apart. Okay, got it taken apart. Did have one piece to break, but the screw will still reach it, so it should be fine. It's not bad. And one thing I noticed, I ain't the happiest about, but it's fine, is there's a little pretty bad scratch on the badge. But I might can get that off, or at least bring it down some. So let's wipe this off and start cleaning this up. get these dried off. These wasn't actually that bad. I guess they'd been inside, but I'm still going to give them a little wipe off because still see a little piece right there and stuff. But that'll easily come off with just me wiping it off. Okay, I got it done and put together. I'm going to see how it sounds tomorrow because it's well past midnight. My wife's asleep and I need to get to sleep. And I'm just going to be using the microphone from my phone because all my equipment's broke down and I really don't want to have to get everything out just to set up a microphone. So this will work for now, but this is with the internal muffle on. And this is with it off. It sounds so good. I am so happy I was able to get this snare. And I'm going to keep the old batter head. I think it looks really cool. I'm going to try to clean it up and get the name off there and everything. I might hang it up. And it came with this hard case and this vintage snare stand. I've never even seen one remotely look like this. And I would like to thank Vance again. I really appreciate it, man. I love this snare. So it goes to show you, right place to right time, you might get a killer snare out of it. So until next time.